Welcome to Critical Hit, a Major Spoilers podcast. Thank you so much for downloading and sharing this episode with a friend, or, even better, gathering all your friends around the old podcast with the lights turned down low and listening to this episode together in the dark, whispering.
Share it with an enemy and make them your new friend.
Lights out. Sam, let us continue. We all decided to go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Why are you whispering?
Because it's nighttime and people are listening. In the dark.
So speaking of scary stories that people might say around the in the dark, Alder, make me a will save.
Oh no. And there, hanging from the rearview mirror, was a bloody hook. Hang on, I have to find what my will save is. It's just a D20, right?
Yep.
Plus whatever
well,
bonuses.
You've got probably some bonus to will.
Got a bonus. Hey, I do got a bonus. Or rather, I have one. Because proper English is important. Ha ha! How do you feel about that?
I feel great about that because I've been waiting to get you on this for 3 nights and finally got there.
You are bad and mean and bad.
Oh, come on. I wrote this for you. I wasn't going to not get to read it. So Alder has a dream. He is standing in his mother's grove, and she stands before him resplendent in her fall colors, the reddish gold leaves of her hair cutting a sharp contrast to her white bark-like skin. On her chest is a dripping red line, and it's impossible to tell if it's blood or paint. I am marked, she says. I will die. As she said this, Alder can hear the sound of the trees around him being felled one by one. Dead men wielding axes cut each tree down, shooting Dawn and the animals as Shira calls to protect her, burning the very earth that would fight on her behalf. They load the wood and the dead forest creatures onto a train, mute and precise and uncaring. Or maybe I won't, she says. And Alder sees the forest in winter, the trees all still standing, but the snow streaked red with the blood of a dozen men, the last of whom are fighting each other with axes, their eyes crazed. As they die, Ashira's figure warps, gnarled and withered, and she laughs. Dawn lets out a feral howl, her mouth foaming with rage. What fate will you choose, my son? And so when you wake up, you are fatigued, and you do not refresh your spells.
Oh. Oh, I hate you so much. And Alder startles awake.
Dawn jumps off of him. She had been... So these are hammocks that are meant for, 6 foot tall, 300-pound lizard men. So Alder is insanely puny in one of them, and Dawn has then crawled in it with him. And despite the fact that Dawn has grown significantly in the last day, she still seems to think that she's of a size that she can easily just lie on top of his chest, which is what she was doing.
That's the problem you get with an expanding dog.
And yeah, so she gets out a yip when he wakes up with a start.
It's my favorite problem with expanding dogs.
Have I awakened any of my colleagues with my yarp?
Yeah, I mean this is happening at the after about 8 hours anyways, so everyone else can start waking up.
Yeah, I'm definitely pointing a rifle in your direction right now.
That's unnerving.
Oh, sorry. I thought maybe there was some kind of monster in your head.
Only metaphorically, I think. I can never tell if they're just dreams or something more. But that was a terrible one.
What did you dream about?
My mother. And blood.
Oh. Yes, those are bad.
Never a good combination. We should make haste, I think.
Yeah. The rest of us are completely healed, though.
Yep.
Yay.
I do my
Yeah,
morning
you
stretches.
You still regain your healing surges, although, the hanging judge, you heal 1 ability damage from each score. So
Okay.
you regain 1 dex and 1 con.
Well, there's 1 mod back.
And did anyone else have ability damage on them?
No.
I did not.
Okay, it just all went to him. Sweet.
Yep.
How are you feeling, Mr. the Hanging Judge?
Itchy?
We do have our potions that we were given.
Maybe you shouldn't sleep in the mask?
I don't know that he has a very much choice. If he takes off his mask, we will all know his secret.
Maybe he's hideous under the mask and he's trying to hide it out of fear that people will ridicule him, which
They're
we
all
would never do,
hideous.
Mr. the Hanging Judge.
Well, we are all ugly in our own way, but the point that I was attempting to make is that we do have these potions, and I wonder if one of them might not be something that might assist you.
Possibly.
We have this blue one. We have the yellow one. I
Drink
think.
the yellow one.
No. The yellow one is for curses specifically. I believe what you want is this
Curses.
yellow curses. When you are cursed. Are you not familiar with the curse? Okay. When a very bad person hates you very, very much, never mind. This brownish yellow one, however, I think may be something you wish.
All right.
It has restorative powers.
Couldn't hurt, I suppose.
It will taste terrible. I will warn you of that. I'm almost certain.
Wouldn't expect anything else.
Sort of an essence of dead flesh and licorice, but
I hate licorice.
I know, don't we all?
Alder hands the judge the potion of lesser restoration, which may do a thing.
We'll see. Say 1d4 points.
Correct.
1d4. Roll a 4. Roll a 4.
3 is enough.
Good enough. That'll get you there.
Yep. All right. Back to full capacity.
For some values of capacity.
Yes.
You're as good as you've ever been.
Exactly.
Which is okay.
Pretty much. That was indeed horrendous, but I do feel better.
As it helps with your itching.
Yes.
Excellent.
Well,
Stiffness is gone.
where to now?
Do we
think-
suppose
Hag?
that Eshen's auntie might have some information about the location of a hag?
I thought that little tree
Yeah.
man was going to help us.
Ah, yeah, I suppose he might. Do you think he has any information on the location of a hag?
My aunt seemed to suggest that he could take us there. Just straight there.
Hmm.
That's what I heard. That's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That is what she said last time.
Critical hit.
Thanks, Reggie.
What? I never get to make that joke.
2 points to
That's true.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor, my butt, he's a Hufflepuff. He is like King Hufflepuff. And I say that with affection for both Hufflepuff and grudgingly Rodrigo.
Yeah, but it was still 2 points to Gryffindor.
That's fair.
Wait, who's
the Hufflepuff are
Gryffindor?
so generous and friendly that they actually give their points to other houses. So, where are you guys going?
To my aunt's hut, because she's the one who knew where they were taking the old man oak.
Cool.
Did he have a specific name?
He didn't give you one.
Okay.
It's Barry.
Oaks
So
are
actually-
those are
berries.
nuts. Yeah.
When you guys get outside the tent, you actually spot the Oak Man pretty quickly, as there's a group of young Calicians that seem to be trading off, carrying him around under the watchful gaze of Huntmaster Zand. And not so much watchful, actually, of you. For those who look more closely at him, he seems to have somewhat clouded eyes, but he is yelling commands at them. He seems to have turned this into some form of drill, so he's like having them like move around and pass this little oak thing between each other, and like almost like some combination of capture the flag, where the Oak Man is the flag. And he, as he sees you guys, or as you guys come out of the tent, he pauses and cocks an ear and yells at the kids, and Izad is among them. Says, you can take a break for now. And the kid who has him is like, but what about, and it's like, he like crouches down and takes the Oak Man himself and starts walking in your direction.
Right. I will approach him.
Heard you were back.
Yes. For now, at least.
You're gonna make this right?
That's the plan.
Why didn't you come see me sooner?
I wasn't ready.
When were you going to be?
If I completed this task.
He like curls his lip slightly, so you just see like a little bit of teeth. All right, then. We'll have a proper reunion after that.
Thank you, Zand.
It's just like, think you'll be needing him.
I believe so.
So he hands the Oak Man over to you, who's like, hey, gentle now. And he like he moves his hand a bit, but like it seems like the fingers are very stiff, and his arm is also very stiff. It's like, we better get a move on.
Yeah.
You got any other things to do, people to say goodbye to?
Girls to kiss.
Yes, my aunt said she would have a few things for us before we left.
All right. Preparations are good.
So we'll head towards her hut.
So yeah, as you guys are heading, the Oak Man has turned around basically, so he's like facing the opposite direction of Eshin, and a bunch of the kids, despite being on break, seem to be following you. They seem particularly interested in the hanging judge, and you still seem to be able to hear, like, understand their language, and there seems to be some amount of daring going on to try to like tag or touch you. And when some kids get close, they get pelted with acorns, and you have no idea where these acorns are coming from. Like, this guy, like, he doesn't have pouches or anything like that. He just seems to be able to generate acorns.
Nifty.
It happens.
I like these Fae better than the last Fae we dealt with.
What are you implying? Too soon, Robert.
I miss my horned compatriot.
Aww.
So you guys get to Sahar's tent, and Beta and Zila are actually both there. And so Sahar will she pulls out a again like a leather cord that has a fang of some sort, and you would recognize that as a actually some kind of poisonous snake fang that has been tied onto it. And she will look at Dawn and hold it up. And she's like, may I?
Absolutely. Dawn, go.
Dawn trots up to her and sits down obediently. She says, she has been blessed by one of your mother's kind?
Yes, in a manner of speaking.
This should help her then. And she'll tie the necklace around her, and that will act as a amulet of magic fang. So she will get a +1 to hit and damage.
Ooh. I don't even have a +1 to hit and damage.
You're a spellcaster.
Not the point.
And then she will gesture for Eshin to sit and take out a bowl of paints and begin basically painting his face. So she's just tracing symbols in Calician for bravery, honor, and defense. And it's very ritualistic. And after she does, she says, this will, as you will take your trial, allow you to use the trident to its fullest potential. And Rob, you will be able to apply its +1 to attack and damage to your unarmed attacks, as well as any attacks made with the trident.
Yes.
Wow.
I think using the trident is better than using my fists.
Yeah, but you get 2 fist attacks.
I would get both either way. It's all primary attacks.
Oh.
So you can hit with the front of the trident and the back of the trident?
You're only level 5, so you wouldn't have 2 weapon attacks.
Right.
Whereas you do get multiple natural attacks.
So I wouldn't be able to hit with the weapon and a claw?
No, so that's it. You would be able to. You'd be substituting your bite for the weapon.
Ah.
That your attack routine is claw, bite, right?
Yeah. Well, they're just all 3 primary attacks.
You're trading out one of the primary attacks for the trident.
Oh, okay.
So instead of claw, bite, it'll be claw, impale.
Correct.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Wouldn't it be claw, trident, bite?
That's a good question.
It's difficult to do claw when I'm holding something.
Yes, that's a good point. So yes, claw, bite, trident.
Gotcha.
And if for some reason you choose to not use the trident and just bite, you will still get the +1 to attack and damage.
Gotcha.
Or sorry, so you can either use the trident as your main attack or use your natural attack routine with or without the trident.
Gotcha. Have I picked up Rending Strike yet?
No. He asked, I told him. What are you laughing at?
No, you haven't.
It's usually me remembering your stuff, not the other way around.
Well, it's a whole new world, man.
Yeah. But no, you are correct. I do not have Rending Strike yet. So
I know. I just told you.
I just said you were correct.
In this world, you are the brute who smashes, and I am the one who stands back and goes, "Yaha!" with the smashy, flighty potty, and the rays and the spells and the frams.
Okay.
So after that is done, Sela will stand up and say, like, "Good, I'm coming with you."
I'll look to Saram.
And he's not here.
Oh, he's not there. It's not Saram. Saman.
Saman.
I will look to my aunt.
She says, "I don't think that's actually wise, Zila. You're still recovering." And she's like, "But this could be the most important battle of our people's history. And even if I may believe you that Eshin isn't a traitor, he's certainly no storyteller. Do you really want to be left with whatever his account of this fight is?"
I'll look to Alder.
We can provide assistance in preventing a bald and insipid narrative.
She says, "Oh, are you a spinner of tales?"
Well, I don't like to brag, but I do like to brag. So, if I believe that perhaps the wisdom of not going out with your current injuries is strong. And I will be happy to make sure to record everything necessary, and of course my associates will help as well. I'm sure that Chema and the hanging judge will be quite astute in this matter. He will write things on the inside of his mask, perhaps.
Is that a function of your war mask? If so, I want one.
He may exaggerate a bit.
Well, I hope that you will only exaggerate when narratively appropriate.
Oh, of course, as always.
And she looks at Eshin is like, "You think that he is an adequate skald?"
I've heard him spend many a tale.
Very well. I will allow it.
Thank you.
Good luck. And then Beta stands and says, "Thank you all. Please do come back when you have been victorious."
Yes.
We will be back once we know these lands are safe.
Okay. I will wait for you. Sohar smiles and says, "And then I think it's time for you to go."
Mm-hmm. I'll tilt my head back and say, "Lead on."
And says, "Well, take me to healthiest tree you can find," which seems like a tough task around here.
Head out and start wandering.
Yeah, the Oakman is picky. You walk over to a tree and he's like, "Nope, that won't do. Nope." And he tends to jab you with a stick too, and then point to keep going. It's and then after 5 tries, he's like, "All right, it'll have to suffice." And he again puts his hand on it and creates a portal. You guys step through?
Yep. I'm going to ask him if he needs to come through.
Yeah, it was previously he was the first one through.
All right, step through then.
So there's the same.
Hang on a second. Actually, hang on a second. I'm gonna cast Bless before we go through.
Sure.
Plan. How long does Bless actually last?
5 minutes. So this is in case we get jumped.
Cool.
Cool. Any other buffs or preparations?
Now, all my other buffs are really short.
Round per level.
Yeah.
Sweet. So then, yeah, you guys step through, and there's the same incredibly disorienting movement. And when you guys get through, the Oakman is standing in front of the tree you walked into, and he's rooted down and says, "It's just a little up ahead. I'm gonna rest here."
Thank you.
Find my lady's seed.
We will.
You guys proceed.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
So you are deep in the swamp. This is an area that Eshin has not been to before, and it is all bald cypress trees, fairly wet, and you guys start basically wading for the most part up to your ankles, if not higher for say alder, but you proceed to somewhat of a clearing where you see there's still plenty of trees, but there's you can see they're almost moving towards a giant tree that's up ahead. It's the biggest bald cypress you've ever seen, and it's the wood is gnarled, and it is a nearly 100 feet tall, with a trunk that's nearly 10 foot wide. And it seems even wider at the base, where it's got twisting roots spreading in every direction. And tucked among them are bones that belong to countless humans, Calicians, and animals of every variety. And as you approach, you hear a voice say, "Welcome." And we're going to roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh, God.
boy.
Rob goes
Steven,
last.
is that 23 yours?
Yes, 23.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh, I'm wrestling. I'm real fast. Ooh.
Well, I kind of am.
Ooh.
So yeah, Russell is gonna take us away. So brief on the terrain. The trees are trees. Big fan of what you see is what you get with the terrain. Let me bring up my notes though. So they provide partial cover if you're in the same square as them, and can be climbed if you want to try to get higher ground. The water, this is terrible terrain for basically anyone who's not a monster. So yeah, the water is water. If you have a swim speed, good for you. If you don't, it is difficult terrain. Movement cost counts double. That's the water on the left side of the map. The water on the right side of the map, where there's no green stuff around it, is deep bog, and it is still difficult terrain, but it's even worse. Movement speed cost 4 times unless you have a swim speed, and creatures hanging out in it have cover, and the grassy bits are light undergrowth, which is again difficult terrain, though Alder gets to ignore that because that is natural difficult terrain, as does Dawn for that matter, because you are weird fey creatures.
Get to avoid all of it, or just
you can move through the green terrain as if it was regular terrain. The other stuff is still
so like this
at what I described. Yeah, so that you can move through normally, but when you get into the water section, you're in yep, exactly. Then you're not anything special because you don't have a swim speed.
Where would your swim speed be located at?
You don't have a swim speed.
I'm trained in swimming.
That does not give you
swim speed is usually a racial trait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the swim speed lets you, being trained in swim, lets you make a swim check to possibly negate that movement penalty. Rob has a swim speed and just gets to move through the water normally, or at his swim speed.
Excellent.
So the other things on the map besides plants are a pair of terror birds. These are giant, 9-foot tall birds that actually look exactly like the images I got from them. They are feathered, they have giant talons and huge nasty beaks. And the in back there is a dinosaur. It is a Ceratosaurus. It is a basically also it moves not dissimilarly to the terror birds in that it's got big back hand claws and small, not very useful front arms, but it also has a face that has a pair of horns, 2 above the eyes and 1 on its nose that look nasty. And then in the back is a beautiful female Calician. She has brightly colored green plumage and green scales, very, very vibrant, and is wearing some nice feathered and beaded jewelry. Eshin, this is the form that she's met you in previously. And Russell can take us away.
All right, so I can move 1, 2, 3. Did you say half speed?
Yes.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. There you go.
Do you want to double move or ready in action?
I don't know if I have an action to ready.
You could ready an attack action for when something comes into range.
Is it a standard action to go defensive, or?
Yeah, you could also take the total defense action and would get your way bonus to your AC.
All right, I'll just do that.
Cool. I believe that's a +4 bonus. It's the same thing you would take when you second wind.
Okay.
Cool. So that takes us to Terror Bird number 1, which lets out a piercing shriek. And
piercing, not hideous.
I am raw. Oh,
yeah, it's +4 dodge bonus.
Is going to charge. So it is going to rush up to the first thing in its range, which is Russell.
Hello.
Try to beak you in the face.
All right.
Does a 19 hit your AC?
No, it does not.
Because of
not
total
with
defense?
because of my total defense.
Well,
Nice.
Good for you. So that is its action, and it seems very frustrated by your nimbleness.
Oh no.
Which takes us to the hanging judge.
Now, does the 3 of us have the team bonus?
Did you pick up Precise Strike, Brian?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
But I will not be able to get the flank. 1, 2, 3. So I think I want to try to lasso this thing.
Yeah.
Can I use a lasso to trip or just entangle?
So yeah, that's really part of what your archetype says. Okay, so you're using it as a whip. So you can use it to grapple.
Okay. Getting the benefits of improved grapple. So I will try to grapple this thing using my noose.
All right. Make a CMB check.
Does enhancement bonus add to that as well?
In yours does because of the specific enchantment on your lasso.
Okay.
Or noose, as it may be.
So that should be an 11 swinging in for 14.
Don't think that's going to hit his CMD, but let me double check.
Did you count your bless?
15.
Yay!
I guess only if it's an attack roll.
That is not going to get there.
Wow.
So this is like way bigger than anything you've ever tried to lasso before. So you get like your bit around, it's like just a clump of feathers, and it, if that was a man, you'd have like totally gotten it for sure.
I reel it back in, adjusting the knot.
All right. Well, Terror Bird number 2's got a target, so he's going to charge you. 18 to hit.
On the button.
Ah, sweet. So take 11 from his bite attack.
Ouch.
And as he bites you, he's going to try to knock you to the ground with a trip attack. Does a 17 hit your CMD?
No.
All right. Well, then he just bites you, but does not knock you prone. Which takes us to the dinosaur. Who I think is going to hang back for now. Let me double check if he's got any other good action. Yeah, he's going to take the aid another defense action on the Colisean next to him. So that's going to take us to Alder.
I feel as though I should set something on fire.
What?
Well, I mean, it is a thing. All right, so we got a death bird. We got a faraway Dinosauricus. And an evil thing in the water. Do I have anything that will reach the Dinosauricus?
What's the range on
Fireball?
Your various? Well, you don't have fireball yet, but what's the range on your
flaming sphere?
Ice,
sorry.
Yeah, or ice ball, or
medium range on a flaming sphere.
Well, then that would certainly get there.
That would get to the Dinosauricus?
What is that?
Yeah,
80
the problem
feet?
is that
85.
85.
The problem is that the dinosaur is standing in water, so the flaming sphere would extinguish.
Well, I'll have it up and fall down on top of it.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
It says I can. Look, it says right here. The flaming sphere can ascend or jump up to 30 feet to strike a target.
I think it also says stuff about water putting it out, but I'll take a look again.
Rolls over barriers less than 4 feet tall, ignites flammable substances, illuminates the same area as a torch would. Can be extinguished by any means that would put out a normal fire of its size.
Yeah, so I would allow you. I would allow you to basically make one attack with it, and it would then immediately be extinguished if that's what you want. Because as you say, it would jump over the dinosaur, but then fall because it leaps. It doesn't fly. Give me 1 second. I need to let my husband in.
While she's gone, let's all come up with a plan.
I will
move that way really fast.
Roll
if something gets in your way, turn.
I don't think it's worth it to shoot one flaming sphere.
I don't think so either.
The real value of the flaming sphere is that it sticks around.
It's rough,
getting a one shot out of it is not really helpful.
Especially with my second level spells being low now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you if you wanted to start maneuvering it, these guys are kind of clumped up right now, so you could probably start nailing people with some flaming hands within
cones of fire.
Yeah.
Burning hands is 15-foot range.
Yeah, you know what you could do with burning hands is just get in that space between Russell and
Russell
the
and
judge and just burn them.
Yep.
but then you'd be face to face with a bunch of angry birds.
What if I was right here?
Those guys aren't loud enough to be angry birds.
Then you'd cook them like your friends. You'd cook your friends.
I'd scorch them. But
you can super move. You can move like a regular person around here, right?
Yeah.
So you could actually come up here to the other side of the hanging judge and do some burning hands, and you might actually, depending on the cone, you might actually be able to nail them both. But again, you'd be within melee distance.
But only of one of them instead of both.
And now we're going to go right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You can certainly nail both of them there, but you would be open to just straight up melee attacks on their turn, and also attacks of opportunity if you failed your concentration check.
And they are lizards of great terror.
Yep.
And also, there's 2 other targets that they may want to chomp on.
Yeah. However, if you went above the hanging judge, you should be able to get both of them in the same cone, because it's a 15-foot cone, right?
Yes.
So that would be 15 feet there.
Would that burn the judge?
I don't believe so, because you can put it on that corner and hit to this, basically.
So let's burninate some terror lizards.
And then you'll be subject to the opportunity attack if you don't make your concentration check, but only 1. So it's a little safer there. Not
You're trying to
super.
Kill me, aren't you?
I am trying to not get you killed.
Okay.
If I was trying to kill you, I would just turn around and kill you.
Yeah, that would be faster.
Okay. So we're going to burninate the terror lizards.
Go for it.
Hang on, I'm trying to remember how to do that.
This might be a save on their part.
Yeah, it's going to be a ref save, so you just need to tell me their ref save, your DC.
Where do I find that?
So on your character sheet, wherever your spells per day are listed, there will probably be a column somewhere close about what their save DC is.
Well, I'm looking at the Burning Hands information. School evocation, blabbity blibbity blue. Components, range, area.
Burning Hands is actually not going to tell you, other than by figuring it out by knowing its spell level.
All right, so Burning Hands is level 1, and the base is 10, and your charisma is +5?
57, yes, charisma +5. Yeah.
Well, what is your charisma score? Is it 20 or 22 these days?
22. No,
22.
It's a 20.
So that's 20? Okay.
It is a 20.
That's counting your cloak of charisma?
No. It's a 22.
Okay. Cool. So they are both going to fail. Oh wait, no, sorry. One of them is going to make it exactly because your DC is 17.
That jerks with their
still half
face on
damage.
So
I don't like.
Yeah, so Terror Bird number 1 is going to take half damage, and number 2 will take full damage. So why don't you roll your damage, which I believe will be 5d4.
Really? Wow, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a level 5. Is there any bonus on that?
Nope.
Something just a moment ago I had a bonus on.
Blessed, but I don't think that counts.
Yeah, Blessed doesn't
that
apply.
That wouldn't give me a damage bonus. Oh, it was Dawn.
How did you guys arrange it so that you're not frying your friends too?
What?
He's right there on the corner and should be.
Yep, and then
the cone should be originating from the corner space that the head of the bird is in right now.
Yep, and then going.
Okay,
whoosh.
well then that means Alder needs to move there.
He did.
I'm here.
Oh, I don't see him. I see you in the corner. Oh, I see what I've done. All right, never mind. Ignore me.
All right.
Ignore me.
Ignore me! Is this child all right? Okay, so I'm going to roll 5d4. Boom. How about 12 points of damage?
Pretty good. They will take some amount of that.
One will take 12.
I say until the things in the back become a problem, let's just deal with the things in the front.
I don't know. That never works for us.
All right. So
pretty certain
that
Bastion's going to be running.
Takes us to Chema.
Do I get a dog back?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Dawn. What does Dawn want to do?
Bite something.
Which bird does she want to bite?
The big one.
Not helpful.
The lower one.
Cool.
Bird number 1.
Dog attack. Gonna bite you on the head. And she has a +1 to attack now.
On top of her regular bonuses.
Ooh, what's her regular bonuses?
I don't know.
See, this is my thing. I'm looking at the thing. Here we are. I'm going to try the power bite.
Power attack?
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's going to give me a +8. Because she has a magical framer. 24.
That is going to hit, so why don't you roll her damage?
Power bite.
Jumpy, jump.
13 max damage.
Sweet.
A bite.
Did you add the +1 from both Bless and the Magic Fang to that?
14, because we're blessed.
Did you add the Magic Fang one in there?
Yes,
well, Bless doesn't add to damage.
Oh, Bless doesn't add to damage.
Oh,
My
well,
bad.
then 13. Yes, the magic thing is in there.
Cool.
Because I'm awesome.
All right, so that's 13 damage to Terrorbird 1. Noted.
Terrorbird. Now, was Terrorbird 1 half damage or full damage?
That was the one that took half damage.
Okay, so both birds are kind of hurt, maybe.
Yep.
A little.
All right. That takes us to Chema.
I will cast Flames of the Faithful in my gun and stay where I am.
Okay, cool. The female Calician will say, "Oh, Eshin, you've returned to me. This time I'm not going to let you go." And as she says that, she throws a looks like a gnarled bunch of like thorns wrapped around a dead bird into kind of the center mass of you guys. And the ground around you erupts in thorny vines. This looks a lot like the Entangle spell that you guys have seen Alder cast, but significantly nastier and more powerful. The vines that emerge are bigger, thicker, like actively writhing, and have thorns attached to them.
Boo.
So that is the radius of the thorny entanglement. So everyone who is in there can make a ref save for me. The birds seem unaffected.
22.
You said reflex?
Yep.
Okay.
Nope.
What? Oh, come on. Oh, I must have clicked off it.
Mine should be one better.
Oh, mine should too. 23.
8.
Does Bless add to this?
Bless does not add to this.
Oh, okay. 22.
Okay.
I
Just
forgot
making sure. Okay.
an actual thing on my character.
Stupid rolls.
And Matthew, do you want to roll me separately for Dawn?
All right. Does Dawn have a bonus?
Does her sheet say she has one?
She should probably have a reflex bonus.
She almost assuredly does. So let me bring up her sheet.
Gotta find where it is. There it is. Yeah, she has a reflex bonus.
Yeah, she's got a great ref save.
Wait.
She's faster than we are.
All right. So Dawn and Russell are unaffected.
Boo.
Hold on. The Furious
What?
Trident may help out here.
All of us are just you.
You're
Just him,
not
probably.
even close. Like not even.
But I
close.
might have gotten to like a 10.
Oh, yeah.
He might have broken double digits, darn it.
Not gonna help. So you are all entangled. If you failed your save.
Damn.
Wait.
And they as you are entangled, these thorns are going to dig into you. So what is her caster level? That's that makes sense. Does she get any enhancement bonus to that? Yep, sure does. Cool.
Would me having the improved grapple help against that?
No. Improved
Nah.
grapple makes you better at initiating grapples. It does not help you not be grappled.
You also receive a +2 bonus with your combat maneuver defense whenever an opponent tries to grapple you. So I guess not reflex.
Yeah,
No,
this is
okay.
a spell effect as opposed to, you know how to like fight another person that's trying to grab you really well, not so much animating thorny vines.
I'm trying.
I appreciate that. So yeah, those then the things are also going to make attacks against you
No.
to attempt to thorn you.
Meh.
Does a 25 hit all of you?
What is it?
To AC or what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
it would be
AC.
AC.
Yes.
Just those people that did not survive the grapple, or to everybody?
It's a good question. So that is going to hit everyone. It's only the people who failed their saves that are grappled.
Ah, okay. Well, yes, I think that hits everybody then.
I believe it
Okay.
does, yes.
All right, so you're all going to take some thorny damage. So let me roll that.
Boo.
So take 11 damage,
Ouch.
Everyone,
everyone,
including dogs?
including dogs.
I think I got to take like a lumberjack prestige class and declare like war on plants.
Excuse me.
They're friendly plants.
You're a good one.
And then she'll say, "This is my domain, and the very land will fight for me." And as you, if that wasn't enough, the like more, it's not vines at this point. It's the basically moss and like barky hands, and also the skeletal hands that are just covered in moss start grabbing at your ankles. And they will attempt to knock you down. So I'm gonna make a CMB check against everyone.
Okay.
Does a 20 hit anyone's CMD?
Yeah.
Are we looking at Trip?
This is Trip, correct?
Yeah, no, it misses me.
It'll hit me.
It'll
Okay.
hit
See, it
me.
misses you anyways.
That's what I said. But
We're looking at CMD, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It misses any of your CMDs, is what I'm saying.
Mine's like a 13, so I think it hits me.
Cool. Then anyone who is hit is knocked prone.
Oh.
Grappling undergrowth just pulls you to the ground.
Grappling Undergrowth is my aha take on me band. That's the only song we play.
And that is her turn.
Well, good.
Which
Don't
takes
let her
us
do that again.
to Eshin.
So, what does Entangled do?
So entangled means that you are have the entangled condition. So you can attempt to break free as a move action by making a strength or escape artist check. That's going to be a DC equals to the DC of the spell. The area is considered difficult terrain, though it already was. And you also take penalties to a -2 penalty on all attack rolls and a -4 penalty to dex while you are entangled.
Okay. So in order to move at all, we need to make the strength check?
No, you can still move. You're just moving at half speed.
So does that mean quarter speed then? Because this is already difficult terrain?
That's a good question.
Don't get into the deep water over there.
Yeah.
I want to get into the deep water over there.
Well, you, maybe.
Maybe you can see this watery part you're standing in. Maybe you can submerge and go all the way under and pop up the other side.
Yeah, so it is at half speed because it is like a quarter speed because they will multiply like that.
Boo, boo.
Yuck, indeed.
Well, let's get angry. And then... is Rage going to help with this? No, Rage is not going to help with this at all. Great. I guess use a strength check to see if I can get out of here.
Cool.
Why does Rage not add to strength checks?
Does it add to your strength score?
No, because I'm unchained.
Oh, it just
Rage.
adds to your attack. Got it. Yep. That's sad.
One Rage bar engages most melee attack rolls, melee damage rolls, thrown up in damage rolls, and will saving throws. Yep. So just this. Ah!
Well, sweet. Yeah, you just burst through the vines and the grappling hands, and you are no longer entangled.
But that is my move action for the round, correct?
Let me double check how that works. That is... Yeah, that is your move action, so...
Well, so I'm no longer entangled at all?
Correct.
But I am at half speed because of the terrain.
Correct.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go up and around, call Alder, and get over there.
Okay. Is that you?
I think so. Because, yeah, I can't do a stance unless I've got a move action. So, yeah. That me.
All right. Then that takes us to Russell.
I am going to unleash a mighty fury of blows.
Were you... Oh, you made both of your saves?
Yep.
All right. Good to be a monk.
Let's see. First one, 24. Second one, 27.
Whew, those are both going to hit, so roll your damage.
Oh, great. Now I need to figure out
what... You're attacking Terrorbird 1, I assume?
Yes, the one in front of me.
Yep.
Let's see. That is 1d8 plus 5, it looks like, right?
That makes sense to me.
8.
Okay.
And do you want me to roll it again, or?
I do, because the bird is still up.
All right. 1d8 plus 5. 13. Max damage on that second one.
Nice. Take a look. That'll drop it.
Yay.
So the bird shrieks and falls over.
I believe that is the first time I've ever punched a 9-foot bird in the face and took it down.
First time for everything.
There is. Now, question.
Mm-hmm.
That was my entire action, but if I were to slide forward one on my next action, would that provoke an attack of opportunity?
So yeah, you're not capable of taking the 5-foot action because of the terrain.
Okay. I'm done.
All right. So that takes us to the hanging judge.
All right. So what's it take to stand up or whatever?
So you are grappled?
Yes, I'm entangled and tripped, I guess. Yeah.
So you can stand, though you will provoke an attack of opportunity from the terror bird for doing so.
You have guns or just ropes?
I have a gun.
Can you shoot from the hip from the ground?
That would also
opportunity attack.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, taking a ranged attack in melee provokes.
Oh, right.
I think actually also taking a lasso attack in melee would provoke.
Yes.
And yeah, so because that is a reach weapon.
Then what kind of penalties would it be to attack from prone or from?
You will have a -4 penalty to attack.
Ugh.
With
gross.
That's including the entanglement?
Oh, that is in addition to the penalties from the entangle, which is a minus. So prone is -4, entangled is -4 penalty to dex. So for you, another -4 or -2, sorry, and then a -2 penalty on all attack rolls. So it's pretty bad.
Does trying to escape the entanglement cost
that will not provoke an attack of opportunity if you attempt to take a move action to become unentangled.
Okay, let's do that first.
Are you making an escape artist check or a strength check?
It'll be escape artist.
Cool. Roll.
There's an @20.
Yay! Brian rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
Hooray! The world is ending.
Cool. So yeah, you are still prone, but you managed to flail around enough to get loose of the vines and grasping plants and possibly body parts that were holding you to the ground.
I guess I will, from here, try to lash out and punch or kick at this bird. You say with a
-4 penalty now that you've removed the entangle condition.
All right. 15?
I think that will actually just get there. Double check. Yeah, they are not very well armored. So you will hit. Roll your damage.
Snap an ankle.
Let's see. It's not going to be much damage, though.
Every little bit helps.
If I get flanking, that's kind of different.
Maybe the dog can flank.
Hey, max damage.
Yes, 5 damage.
Well, if he flanks with one of us, he's got precise strike.
Yeah, that's why I was wanting to know
also
if I could
class
move forward
feature.
one.
Yeah.
So that will hit. And then it's time for... is there anything else for you?
I think that's going to be it.
Cool. Then I think Terrorbird 2 is going to retaliate.
This is going to hurt.
Yes.
So you're prone, you say? Seems great.
Yes, still prone.
Yeah, he is going to make a full attack against you. So.
That sounds bad.
He'll start with the bite. 26 will hit.
Oh, yes.
Is that? Let me take a look. Just barely not a crit threat.
What?
So.
Oh, it has something that'll allow it to crit at 19 or something?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Ooh.
That's actually not that difficult to get a hold of in a 3rd edition stuff.
Yeah, a lot of
That's why I'm
attacks
telling
do that.
you this.
So it'll do 10 damage with its bite, not bike. And then it'll attempt to rake you with its talons.
I prefer to think that it pulls this bike out from under its wing and then has a rake in the other hand. And it's like,
I'm guessing a 13 will miss you.
What kind of penalties do I have for prone? Or
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think that.
I think the bonus goes to them as opposed to...
Oh, yeah. So he gets...
A prone defender gains a +4 armor bonus class against...
ranged
bonus to
attacks.
armor class against ranged attacks, but a -4 penalty to AC against melee attacks.
Yeah, so what's your AC -4?
14.
All right, well, that barely misses then. And he'll try again to rake you, though.
That'll hit.
oh, ouch.
And crit. I think I'm down. Well.
Let me take a
You're
look.
already down.
Or down.
Downer.
Yes. Down and out.
You're super lucky. He only has improved critical on the bite, not on the claws.
Okay. Well, we'll see how lucky I am.
Your prone AC is the same as my rage AC.
That helps.
Yeah, min damage. So take 5.
Okay. I'm still in there.
By how much?
13.
No. Even max damage wouldn't have taken it on then.
Yeah, well, I didn't know how much.
Well, pretty close. Been at 4 hit points left.
Yeah, no, this is bad.
And we get to the Ceratosaurus, who I think is going to come join the fun.
No.
I'm
Not
the
you,
closest target.
Ceratosaurus.
You are the closest target. Let me
I'm guessing
take a look at
the
his options.
thorny vines won't affect him.
Nope. He will run forward. Let me take a look at what his move speed is right now.
7.
42.
2.
None of those are accurate.
The square root of prime.
Maybe.
H.
10, 15, 20.
You can only move in H patterns.
Capital or lowercase?
Lowercase, like the shift
He needs a
pattern on
feat. He needs a
72
feat
beetle.
for it to be both.
Oh, okay.
That is actually as far as he gets.
Aw, bummer. He tripped and fell
Bum, bum, bum.
on his pointy face.
As while he does not appear affected by any vines, well, because he also hasn't entered the vines territory, he doesn't seem to be able to swim particularly fast. Which takes us to Alder.
Wades forward threateningly.
Okay. So, immediately in my grill is a scorched Goonie bird.
Scorch it some more.
But not far away is a Dinosaurus.
Mm-hmm.
Kill the Goonie bird.
How far apart are the Dinosaurus and the Goonie bird?
15 feet between them.
15
Correct.
feet. So theoretically, something could attack both of them if it had that kind of range.
Yes.
Theoretically.
Correct. Or I could just magic missile the bejesus out of the Goonie bird.
Yeah, if you do that, take a step back first.
Yeah.
And then a step
He
forward.
can't.
He
Oh
can't.
wait, no, yeah, he can't. He can.
And then a
He
step
can do
back.
it. Yeah.
And then we're cha-chaing. I'm going to take a step back, and I'm going to magic missile the bejesus out of the... No, I can't, because I'm a prone.
Yep.
You're a prone?
I'm a prone.
I think I'm the only one that passed the...
So you can either
I have to
magic
be-
I
missile
didn't get
and,
prone.
tripped.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Yeah.
Can I magic missile from a prone position? It's just
and
like
provoke
a
an attack of
27.
opportunity.
Yes, it will provoke an attack of opportunity unless you make a concentration check.
Well, I do have a concentration check bonus.
You
Yeah.
do.
That's
And
probably
being-
worth doing.
Yeah, being prone does not affect your concentration check. So
So if I roll a concentration check before I attack or after?
You roll it in order to successfully cast the spell. Otherwise, you would be attacked back by the bird.
Goonie bird.
Well, there you go.
Feel about a nat 20 on a concentration check.
I feel really good about that. So yeah, you are just in the zone. And the bird does not see this magic missile coming. So why don't you just go ahead and roll your damage?
Zoosh. The
How
magic
many
missile
missiles
goes.
do you get right now?
11.
That is not true.
I'm bluffing. Up to 5 creatures.
Yeah, you get 3 missiles
Three
at level
missiles.
5.
And each missile is a 1d12.
1d4
That is not true.
plus 1.
1d4 plus 1.
Yes, but
So the
you choose
question
the
is-
target after shooting.
So yes, you can divvy up the damage between them.
And you don't have to say which target you're shooting until you go to roll the damage for each individual missile, correct?
That is correct.
So yeah, you can just pop the bird until it's dead, and if you kill it before you run out of missiles, then you can pop the dinosaur.
Pop the bird until it's dead. Dinosaur. All right. There's something terrifying about that song.
I really expected a
hang on.
different one.
What did you expect?
Something about walking your dinosaur, but
I've been expecting
even-
that song since the cup
I don't even
started.
like that song. How dare you? Ba, 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 ba. One moment. I have 1d4 plus 1, but I thought I had an additional bonus
Many of us are already on the floor.
to the
That's true.
Kablamicus attack. Meh. You know, we're at the point here where I'm about to say that maybe the references have gone overboard. All right. So,
in order to get here, we did have to open a door.
missile in the face of the Goonie bird. And by that I mean the Steven. Okay. Steven, ready?
And Stephen.
Boom, max damage, 5 points in the Goonie bird face. Is he dead?
Okay. No.
One more time. Boom. Max damage. 5 points in the Goonie Bird's face. Is he
He's
dead?
still not dead.
Mother pus bucket.
That's okay.
Boom. 4 points in the Goonie Bird's face.
He is still not dead.
Is that it?
All right. So, having done my concentration check and gone pew 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 in the Goonie Bird's face, can I get up?
It's pretty good damaging.
Well, so you are entangled, correct?
I was entangled and prone and lit on fire and rolled down a hill, and I don't know. You had like 5 different effects on me.
Yeah, that sounds right. So you can stand from prone, though you will provoke an attack of opportunity for doing so.
All right. Do I have to do anything to stand? Do I have to like make a check, or am I just up?
No, you can just stand, but you will still be entangled.
Or you could try and get out of the entangled and not provoke an attack of opportunity.
How do I get out of the entangled?
By making either a strength or escape artist check.
Ooh, let's see what my strength is.
Probably worse than your escape artist.
I think my escape artist is untrained. But it has a +2.
And your strength?
From his dex.
And, yeah, probably better for my escape artist. So, if I have an ability modifier of +2 and I do escape artist, I can do a +2.
Yes, you would roll a d20 +2.
See, we're all learning the rules of Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder.
Don't confuse him, Sam.
Yeah, it's not like they're different or anything.
Oh.
Boosh.
Oh, man. Podcast at majorspoilers.com.
You know what? You can come at me. I don't care. I'll play your
The emails come to me.
And then you get to forward them on to Matthew when they make fun of him.
I presume an 8 does not break the entanglement.
It does not at all.
Well, boo. However, his scrawny little Goonie Bird neck just looks delicious for biting.
Is Dawn going to make a bite?
Bite. Aha.
Was she knocked prone?
Yeah.
She was not prone, but she was entangled.
Okay, so then she can move, but she will need to. She will be taking a -2 penalty to attack because she is entangled.
So can she get here to bite?
So as she tries to move in to close, it turns out that the terror bird has reach, so it is going to attack her.
Oh no!
I hate the terror bird
because it's got that big rake.
Yeah, so it is going to look. It's actually its long neck, so it'll lean down and bite her as she moves close. 19 will hit her, I assume.
Let me check. Yeah, just barely.
All right,
like
and take
by 3 points.
Take 6 damage.
Yeah.
Bit my dog.
She is flanking though.
My dog?
Yeah.
Is that going to negate the -2 penalty to attack?
Yes, it will.
Oh ho. Oh ho ho. What's this? Bite with power attack, please.
Cool.
My keyboard is the worst. 20 versus Goonie Bird neck.
That'll hit. What is roll your damage?
Rolling Dawn's damage for the power attack. Ooh. And we don't have a bonus to damage from blessing or anything like that.
Correct.
Nope.
11 points of damage to the neck.
That is enough. So she just tears its throat out, and it goes down.
Yay.
Nom, 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 nom.
Which...
Never bring a Goonie Bird to a koi dog fight.
Takes us to Chema.
Okay. So prone says that
Oh, I'm sorry. multiple people still ended their turn in the entangle, right? Oh, never mind. That hasn't happened yet. Ignore me. Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined.
What are you doing? No.
By multiple, you mean all?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, Jenna, everything's good.
Oh, great. So prone says that cannot use a ranged weapon except for a crossbow. Does that extend to guns?
Yeah, it extends to guns.
Okay. So am I then penalized for making an attack?
You will still take the minus as if you were making a melee attack. So you take the -4 penalty to attack.
Okay. So being entangled, can I stand up as a move action?
Then yes, that is correct. You'll just still be entangled.
He shouldn't take the -4 penalty to attack because it's a -4 penalty on melee attack rolls and cannot use the ranged weapon except for gun and crossbow.
Sure. You're still entangled, so you're going to take a -4 net penalty from that.
Yeah.
Okay. If I stand up, is that mitigated in any way?
No, because you are still the vines are still attaching to you. It just means, you're not prone.
Okay. So in that case, I'm going to stay prone and attack since the penalty is going to be the same, even if I stand up.
Well, no, there's yes, because unless you take the move action to try to unentangle yourself.
Right. Okay. So I'm actually going to so I have this thing nowadays that allows me to give my weapon the Bane special ability. Do I have to figure out what something is, or can I just know that a ceratosaur is, I don't know, an animal?
Yeah, that's an animal. Animal Bane will work.
Okay. So then,
the only question you'd be asking yourself is that a magical animal or an animal? But you think that's probably just an animal.
Okay. So as
fire on us.
Yep. As a swift action, I'm going to activate that ability, and then I'm going to take I guess I'll just take a single shot at it. Nope. Yep. I'll just take a single shot because the penalty's significant. I am not within point blank range, am I? 1, 2,
Correct.
3. No. Nope. Okay. So that's going to be D20 plus 8 plus 2 more for the Bane plus 1 for the Bless -4. Any other penalties on me? I don't think so. It's going to be a 19.
That'll, I believe, hit. Let me double check.
I say with gun, he only has to hit the touch AC, right?
Oh yeah, the touch AC definitely hits.
Okay, so this is going to be 1d10 plus d6 cold, I want to say. Yep, 1d6 cold plus 1d6 fire plus should have written that down, plus 2d6 for the Bane.
Jeez, that is a lot of damage.
4 plus 2.
Yep, this is why I have to charge up for 2 rounds.
Oof,
nice.
Let's do 29 damage.
Okay.
Bam.
So that just solidly hits a big piece of this creature, which then roars and seems to have taken on this new fury that looks curiously like what Eshin does in combat. He
Makes
has
sense.
gone into a blood rage. which is gonna take us to Tlotska. So we'll start off. Is anyone still prone?
Yes.
Yeah.
You? Great.
Like half the party.
All right. So the people who are still prone, the terrain is going to try to tighten its grasp on you, and is going to engage you all in grapple checks. 22 to hit your CMDs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that definitely hits me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
So yeah, anyone who was prone and that hit is now grappled.
Oh,
and
does the hanging judge get a bonus, though?
That still hits.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
still
you
hits.
do actually. Okay, still. Okay. And then you also take 2 damage as, like, vines and grasping roots dig into you. And then you guys are also still in the range of the thorny entanglement. So you guys are also going to take more thorny damage.
Is that everybody or just everyone who's prone?
No, this is everybody.
Okay.
Everyone who's in the yellow box.
The Thorny Entanglement was the worst X-Men crossover ever.
So everyone take 5 damage from thorns shooting out at you.
That had to have been a crossover with Excalibur. I say, it's quite a thorny entanglement.
And then Tlatsko will say, look down at the fallen terror birds somewhat sadly, and say, the swamp had such a delicate balance of life. But you ruined it. Humans bringing their pain and their suffering and their death here. I will give you a taste of what they made me feel. And she will cast the spell Howling Agony. So it's going to get... You guys are all within 30 feet, aren't you? Sweet
Of
deal.
what?
Each other.
No, we're all far apart.
Come right next to each other.
Yeah, each square is 27 feet wide, so...
That still puts most of us within 30 feet.
Up a little bit. 5, 10.
Damn it, Rob.
Not all of us. You save all of us. Or save some of us. Just, she can hit you, me, and Brian at that point.
I'm kind of okay with that.
She'll need to move up a bit to cast that spell. So she's going to do that. And she swims effortlessly through the water. So yeah, it's going to center on the hanging judge. And everyone can make me fortitude saves. And as she casts that, she actually plucks a like a eyeball. It's definitely a Khaleesian eyeball, and jabs a needle through it.
Ow.
Oh, she is a thing.
Does Bless add to saving throws?
It does not. Unless
only for fear
the saving throws
effects.
against fear effect, which this is not. This is just a death and pain spell.
It is a spell, though.
Fortunately, I keep my feathers numbered.
My
for spell
superstition.
revision. What's that?
It's one of my rage powers.
Sorry.
What save type?
Fort save.
Fort. Oh.
I think that's the only one I get in this one.
Is anybody going to save their fort? Oh, Brian might.
25.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Good job. So
actually, Chema is the only one affected by this.
Hooray!
You guys all, pretty well, which is good for you. So the rest of you just you have like a momentary shudder, and almost like a muscle spasm, and then you're okay. But Chema, you are just racked with pain. So you are taking a -2 penalty to AC attacks, melee damage rolls, and ref saves throws, and must succeed at a concentration check to cast spells. However, you can act without penalties for a turn if you spend a move action screaming as loudly as possible.
Okay.
Man.
And then she will say, the harmony has been broken, so why not disrupt it further? And gestures, and the trees around her shake, and the falling from them are a wide range of animals, all of which are dead. They're like small rodents, small birds. They're all like, maybe some particularly large bugs. Nothing is bigger than a small size, but they just bludgeon you with these dead, bloody animal corpses as she unleashes a rain of gore. So you guys can make ref saves.
No.
Ugh. Like a Herschel Gordon Lewis movie. What the what?
Oh, did you say my saves are penalized?
Correct.
How much?
-2.
Okay.
Or just your ref saves, but that's what's relevant here.
So this will be a 16 for me.
Okay.
Does being grappled affect our save?
It would affect your ref save because your dex is currently penalized, so it'll be effectively -2 to your ref save.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking about entangled. Grappled, I don't think affects your saves.
You do take a neg for penalty to dexterity.
Oh, well then, it's the same as entangled. Okay.
18.
Okay. That is good enough for everyone to just take half damage, because this is not a particularly high DC effect. So take 4 damage, everyone.
Ah, man.
Brian is down.
Not quite.
I have a temporary hit point left. And a bunch of real ones.
Okay.
And as she says this, her appearance will shift, and she is no longer the Calisian female and is in fact a hag. So what that looks like is she has skin that actually also, it looks somewhat like very actually white and patchy and gray, very, very similar actually to the trees around her. She is bald, but her hair is covered in like again gray wispy moss that drags down, and that is also covering her like body in various like areas so that she does not appear totally naked, but she is stooped and gnarled and angry.
She hasn't seen angry yet.
Speaking of, that takes a session.
So where can I start moving at full speed?
So once you get to the water, you'll be able to start moving at full speed.
So just past the Ceratosaurus right now.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Almost like standing in the way on purpose.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, I can get over there.
So break his little Cerato neck.
That's the hope.
You are going to provoke when you get into when you move that last square.
Okay.
As he also has reach. So he is going to attempt to bite you. So
no bite.
Roll. Double check his attack. Oh yeah, it's much better.
Don't say that.
We don't like that.
But that is not very good roll. Does a 14 hit you?
He has to roll a 1 to miss me.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
Boo.
Well, I don't care.
So,
you don't care.
I have hit points. That is my defense.
You should care.
What is your hit points?
Right now, 66.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
He
no.
will bite
That's
you
after
for
being hit all those times.
Yeah.
Okay.
154 points.
No, my primary defense is just taking it.
So you'll take 17 points of damage, and then he's going to attempt to trip you.
That's not going to make me happy.
What a jerkosaurus.
How's 23 against your CMD?
That will hit.
Sweet. So you are knocked prone, and as you start falling, the hag gestures, and a blast of energy comes from her hand, and just knocks you down even harder, as she'll cast Staggering Fall as an immediate action. So you're going to take some additional damage. So take an extra 3 points of damage, and you are now staggered. You can make a will save to avoid being staggered.
My will save is mediocre.
Not surprising.
But I am superstitious. So that'll help. 15?
That is not good enough.
Damn.
So you are staggered.
Great. What does staggered do?
It is not good for you. You can only take a single move action or standard round action each round, and you cannot take full round actions. And each next round, you will get a free action to make another save to become unstaggered.
And I assume that means my turn is done then, since I've already taken my...
That is correct.
Great.
So that takes us to top of the round and Russell.
Actually, the turtles.
Oh yeah,
they can still make their slam attack.
Are you raging?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sweet. This is a living target, so go to town.
Yay.
It's been a while.
What about your alligator? Can it do anything?
It's not my alligator.
He didn't bring the alligator.
Raging turtles.
Let's see. Do they get? Let's see. They'll get a bonus from Chema for the bless. Then would they get the bonus from my trident?
I don't think so. I don't know how that rage power works. Let me double check. What's the name of the rage power?
Spirit Totem Lesser. While raging, the barbarian is surrounded by spirit wisps or hostile foes. Spirits make one slam attack each round against a living foe that is adjacent to the barbarian. Slam attack is made using the barbarian's full base attack bonus plus the barbarian's charisma modifier.
It doesn't say anything about weapon enhancement bonuses, so I'm going to go with no.
Okay. 25.
Well, that'll still hit. So roll your damage.
Roll all the damage in the world.
I have so many things on here at this point to find for damage. Bless isn't bonus damage, right? Right. We already discussed that. So yeah. That is all. 6 negative energy damage.
Okay. It takes it. The turtles nip at its scales. Then that takes us to Russell.
All right. I'm going to move right here and provoke an opportunity attack, I'm sure.
Yep. So it's gonna... Oh, does it have combat? Oh, this is a new round. Oh, no, but its initiative hasn't refreshed. So let me take a quick look. At if it has combat reflexes. I don't think it does. So you might get lucky. Yep, he does not have combat reflexes. So you actually get to just move there.
All right, I'm going to... Which one is my... Make my unarmed attack with my slashings.
Cool.
And
I still count as flanking, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to add 3 to this. 2 for you, 1 for blessed.
Yep.
All right. 26.
That'll hit.
All right. And that is 1d8 plus 5.
Plus a d6 for precise strike.
Okay. Oops.
Because that's why we have
20.
precise strike.
Plus 5, plus what'd you say?
1d6.
Plus 1d6. 25 points of damage.
That was a d20 plus 5.
Yeah, I was going to say that there's no way that would.
Oh, sorry. Roll
I was like,
1d8
what? Since
plus
when are you
5
packing a rifle?
plus 1d6.
But you haven't
12
seen those
damage.
guns?
Oh, boo. All right, 12 damage is a still solid hit.
Were you flurrying or?
What's
no,
that?
he moved, so he can't flurry.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm going to...
I forgot flurry's a full
If you
round.
hadn't have moved, I would have moved up, done the defensive position, wait for it to come to me, then flurry of blows. But I'd rather take the bonus and
You're
take 12 damage. And I'm
Alright.
done.
Cool. That takes us to the hanging judge.
Heal thyself.
Guess, yeah, I'll stand up in second wind.
Seems reasonable.
Are you
Okay.
going to attack the hag?
That's been my plan the entire time, and just
Okay.
like trudging through the undergrowth has been difficult.
Okay.
Is that all from the hanging judge?
That'd be it.
Takes us to the raging dinosaur.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah. So,
De Niro's great in that.
Wants to trip Russell, but it mostly wants to just feast on the inferior, smaller lizard that is on the ground before it. So that's what it's going to do. So it's going to start. It's going to initiate a full attack.
-2, right?
Hmm?
Does it get a -2 penalty because we're flanking it?
No.
Oh.
No,
Boo.
that only gives you a bonus to hit.
So my AC is currently at an 8,
Cool.
I think.
No, it actually only just gets one bite attack. It doesn't have a full attack serious, but it's still
Never
a
mind,
big.
It's at a 10.
Sweet. That's good. I think it can't miss unless I roll a 1, as we previously discussed.
Yeah.
So, which doesn't. So he'll deal some damage.
Why am I eating all the low rolls?
Because you're the closest thing the party has to a tank.
But you can make those low rolls against other people
Yeah,
and hit
But I
me
don't-
with the big ones.
I don't want to. So take 19 damage.
Ow.
As he rams his horns into you and bites you. He will move like a. Actually, he can't 5-foot step. Because no, he can. He's on not water terrain, so he's going to 5 step back towards the person he's protecting. Thing he's protecting. Which takes us to Alder.
Okay, so the Cretinosaurus is still up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still down. And when you're only halfway up, you're neither up nor down. So, can I stop being spindled, folded, mutilated, held, grappled, lit on fire, and burst into flame? Or should I just try and attack the Cretinosaurus from here?
I mean, so you are grappled, which means that you will have to make a concentration check to cast, or lose the spell.
Okay.
Now you can attempt to break the grapple through a strength or escape artist check. And given the nature of what is grappling you, I would also allow you to use, certain spells to break yourself out.
Ooh.
And as we've probably learned before, it's probably best not to stay inside that zone.
Yeah.
What spells could I use?
Well, you just suggested setting yourself on fire, so, you could go with that.
What if I set the Cretinosaurus on fire instead?
Then you could just make a concentration check to attempt to do that.
Okay. Do I have to call my spell before I make the concentration check?
Yes. You
Okay.
can't just be like, oh yeah, that was a cantrip.
I can't be like, I'm going to muster my concentration, and if it fails, it turns out it was a 0-level cantrip.
Nope.
I have to actually decide what I'm concentrating on.
Yep.
You wound me. All right. Well, using the mystical powers built into my gloves of elvening kind, I shall give myself a +5 to concentration. Do I have any other bonus to concentration? I know we just did this, but I can't remember now.
So you're going to roll a d20 and add your caster level and your ability score mod, your relevant ability score mod. So in this case, it'll be 11 plus the +5 from the gloves.
Okay.
So you're grappled. So, what spell are you trying to cast? Because that determines how difficult it is.
Flaming Sphere?
Okay. So Flaming Sphere is a level 2 spell, so you're going to need to get a her thing was that so you're going to need to hit a DC 21.
All right. So I have a +11, a +5, and a minus what?
No penalties.
No penalties. All right.
So yeah.
How about a 33?
That'll do that. So you can cast. So you can cast your Flaming Sphere.
Okay. And I just have it, and it's there, and I roll it into the Cretinosaurus.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to light him on fire.
Cool. Roll your damage.
My math is very, very strong math. All right, so it's 3d6.
Does he get a ref save on that?
Yes.
Cool. All right, he will attempt to do that.
Okay. Shall I roll my damage, or shall I wait for the reflex?
You wait for the reflex, because it will negate if you actually save successfully.
And he's not going to save. He will not save. He's a Cretinosaurus.
16. Which I think is going to fail your save.
I believe
that'll
so,
definitely fail your save. All right, so roll your damage.
11 points of flame.
Okay. He does not seem like he should still be functional, and yet he is.
She's cheating.
It's a barbarian thing.
Yes.
Yeah, he's raging.
He's too angry to die right now.
Yes.
Stupid dinosaur. All right, so having done that, can I now try and, untangle myself?
Yes.
All right, so what am I going to do here?
You're going to make probably an escape artist check to get out. So roll your, you're not trained in escape artist, are you?
No, I just have a +2.
All right, so yeah, roll a d20 +2 and hope for something very high.
Okay. Oh, mighty deities of slipping out of things and sliding around and being small and wiggledy, and go. 18.
So yeah, that'll actually, I forgot, this is the terrain effect. So that will let you get free of the grapple.
Cool. Having done that, do I have any move?
No, that was your move action.
Boo. All right. But I'm no longer grappled.
Correct.
Okay.
Which takes us to Chema.
Yeah. Okay, so I have an effect that gives me big penalties because I'm in a lot of pain. What were those penalties to again?
-2 to AC attacks, melee damage rolls, and ref saves.
Okay, so I am going to use a move action to stand up from prone.
Cool. You were not grappled?
Was I grappled? I think I was. So
Okay.
do I have to break the grapple to stand up?
Yes.
Okay. So then what do I have to roll for that?
You have to make an escape artist or strength check.
Okay. I will make. Can you make escape artist checks on trained?
You can.
Okay, I'll make an escape artist check. 6.
That will fail.
Okay. In that case, I will take a shot at the dinosaur. Oh, that seems like it might not do us any good anyway. Let me look at the range for my gun. 80 feet.
That'll get there.
Does it get to the hag?
I don't know. Let me take a look. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that she has cover from standing behind her dinosaur.
Okay. So that would be a -2 to my attack.
Oh yeah, or +2 to her AC.
Okay. Well, we'll try it anyway. So let's see. That's as a swift action, I will activate a judgment if I
Cool.
can.
Yep.
So I will activate the judgment of justice. So yeah, that's going to be a +2 to attack.
All right, cool.
All right, so that's going to be +8. Ah, dang it. I can only take one swift action a turn, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so forget that. I won't activate the judgment. Instead, I will use my swift action to switch Bane to monstrous humanoids, which I think I can do.
You can, but if you want to make a knowledge check of some sort,
Sure. That might be wrong.
Yes.
What would that be?
Nature.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, she's not a monstrous humanoid. She's a fae.
Okay. So we'll switch it to Fae then.
Cool.
D20 +8 is my standard, +2 more for Bane, +1 for Bless. And then -4 for being grappled, right?
Correct.
And then -2 for being in pain.
Yes.
I think that's it. 24.
Yep. That'll hit. Jeez. Is that it's not a crit threat for you?
It is not. I'm pretty. Nope. It's just a straight up ×4.
Well, that'll certainly hit though. She's just does not have that good a touch AC.
Okay, so that'll be a D10 plus a D6 cold plus a D6 fire plus I want to say 2D6 for Bane.
Correct.
+1, which I think I forgot the last time. For the enhancement bonus. So that'll be 23 damage.
That is a healthy bit of damage. All right, she will take it.
And this will all happen through gritted teeth because Chema's not screaming.
Sure. I'm not going to give her the satisfaction.
Nope.
Cool. Well, I think that was all of the actions you can take.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll take it to her. She'll say, "You've brought interesting allies to this fight, Eshin. I had to seek help myself. We're not so different after all. Let me show you a bit of your future." And the waters around her will rise up and run like red as they just pushes a basically tidal wave of blood at the lot of you. Casting the spell Waves of Blood. Actually, I think she's
Thanks,
gonna
D&D.
That's pretty on point there.
Yeah.
So she. That's how to get the most of you in a cone. All right. Yeah. So she is actually will stand there, and she's actually clutching a gnarled stick in one of her hands. And as she does that, the waves actually move around the Ceratosaurus and seem to not harm him. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, she's going to move up to here instead. 10, 15, 20. Or here? No, she doesn't want to be that close to Eshin. She'll just deal with hitting both Eshin and Russell. That seems reasonable. So yeah, you guys are going to be hit by a wave of blood. She's going to try to bull rush you with the blood.
Yeah.
21 to hit your CMDs.
No, miss.
On the money.
All right.
Yeah.
So you managed to sidestep it nimbly. Whereas Eshin is bull rushed. So how far back am I going to push you? All right. So what is your CMD?
21.
Oh, so I got you exactly. That's pretty funny. All right. So then she's only going to get to push you back to there. Then both of you also make fort saves.
Okay.
17.
Also 17. I rolled like crap.
Good enough. That is exactly good enough. So good for both of you. All right, so you are not sickened by being covered in blood, but the area where all around her basically is now slick with blood, and will be moving through it will require acrobatics checks, or you will fall.
Okay.
Which takes us to Eshin.
I get a will save to
You do, to shake off being staggered.
8.
Nope. You are still staggered.
I stand up.
Okay.
Why don't we take a break in the action now that we are at the top of the round? I know it looks like there's a dinosaur and an old lady about to go down, but this is one of the big bads.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is critical hit. When it looks like the dinosaur and the old lady are about to go down, that's when the skeletons explode.
Well, and
somebody loses
quite
an
honestly,
arm.
when she said, let me give you a look at your future, I honestly expected skeletons to rise up out of the swamp and start attacking.
Yeah.
Which, may happen next time on
Not
Critical
like they
Hit.
can't.
Yeah. But until then, next time, thank you so much for
On
downloading
Critical
and
Hit.
listening. Yep, that's right. We'll come back to this adventure and see if we win or fail, or what's going to happen to that poor guy trapped in the back, screaming in pain and agony. Well, actually, he's not. He's gritting his teeth.
He's gritting his teeth and cursing
Yeah,
under
I'm
his
like-
breath in 3 different languages.
Chema basically has like his gun arm and one eye above ground at this point. That's all he needs.
That's all he needs. And hopefully, the only thing that you'll need the next time you sit down to play a game are critical hits.
This podcast is copyright 2017 by Major Spoilers Entertainment, LLC.